Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Rusty Dose. I'm from Chicago, but I'm here at the 2021 AMA Pattern Nationals. So first question that people ask is, what is pattern flying? So what pattern flying is we actually attempt to fly specific maneuvers, and we fly them in an imaginary box that's laid out. And the idea is to fly each maneuver with precision, and that precision includes a variety of different criteria. And then part of that pattern flying, and what I would like to help you understand, is that if you can look about learning more about pattern flying, what you'll find is whether you fly scale, whether you fly small airplanes or the largest airplanes, if you fly and learn to fly with precision, it's going to help you feel more confident, more comfortable, not only with more complex models, but also in various wind conditions. And if you're like most of us that live in the Midwest, if we can't fly in the wind, bowling is a great hobby to have. So what I have today is I have two very exceptional models. These are state-of-the-art. And what's interesting about them is they're actually identical, except to notice that one model, the one to my left, is what's called a monoplane, right? And if you look carefully, you'll see the model on my right looks like the same outline, and that's correct. It actually does have the same outline, but it has two wings, right? So what we have here is probably some of the most advanced design concepts, and that these designs have been optimized over the years. So this idea of precision aerobatics, pattern flying, really began in the 1960s, and that each year, or every couple years, it evolved for a couple reasons. Number one, the maneuvers that were flown were made more difficult as equipment to fly them reliably improved. So we know that in each model, we have the power system, and in this case, these are electric-driven motors, right? They have, imagine, 50 cell phone batteries in a stack, and it's about 42 volts, I believe, and I think we have enough current maybe to weld for a little bit. So those are the batteries, and that they're flying a 22-inch propeller, okay? Tremendous power, tremendous power. These models weigh less than 5,000 grams, or less than 11 pounds, and that is actually an international standard that we have to keep within. So again, these are the state-of-the-art airplanes. They're a little less than 2 meters long. The wings are a little bit less than 2 meters long, but they're optimized for the current maneuver sequences. So back in the 60s, we had very simple models, and literally part of the goal was landing it in one piece, okay? And now it's so presumed that landing and taking off is just a given that in some of the higher classes, it's not even scored. So let me stick back a minute. So you're that person, you have a brand new 50cc scale airplane, and you have the trepidation of all about the airplane. So how do you feel more comfortable? So if it was me, right? So I've done this for about 45 years, and this pattern flying has probably been about 44 of those years. So in order for me to feel more comfortable, and in order for my family that flies as well, we want to help them learn to fly with precision. So precision is being able to control the airplane, being able to see the airplane, being able to make adjustments to the airplane, and that at your local club, I promise you, there are some talented pilots that are very approachable. Most of them are very polite and courteous, and you can ask them questions about their models. So as you're watching them, what you're going to notice is in various wind conditions and various challenges of a crosswind or wind in your face, they're going to be very skilled at operating those models. Well, they can teach you how to do that. So once again, you're back to your 5th scale Spitfire, you're a smaller model, and it's windy. We can help you understand how to feel more comfortable flying in those kind of conditions. So just to come back a little bit then, so you have your beautiful model, and many people say, oh gosh, are those expensive? Are they not expensive? Well, unfortunately, these would represent the highest possible level of both fit and finish of parts and materials and weight. So if you think about a Formula One race car, right, which everything is optimized, and this literally is probably identical to that kind of competition, quality, and expectation. So these are what the pattern planes are, and that in other segments we'll talk more about how you can fly with more precision. Thanks so much.